All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about probably the biggest shift happening on the internet right now. I mean, the very way we find information is changing under our feet. And if you create anything online, this is something you absolutely need to understand.
So I want to start with a question for you. Just think about this for a second. For, 20 years, the entire game has been about one thing, ranking on a search results page. But what if that whole page just disappeared? What if instead of those 10 blue links, there was only one single answer?
Well, guess what? This isn't some far-off hypothetical future anymore. For a huge number of people, this is already the reality. Thanks to things like Google's AI overviews, Perplexity, and ChatGPT, that list of links we all know is being replaced by a single definitive answer generated by AI.
And look, this isn't just a minor update or some small tweak. This is a complete paradigm shift. The entire era of trying to rank number one, it's basically over. We're in a whole new ballgame now, and it's going to require a completely new strategy. Okay, so let's dive into what that new strategy is. If the old game was search engine optimization, SEO, the new game is what we're calling Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. And the goal isn't to rank anymore. It's to be cited as a source inside that one AI answer. This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, that's the old world, SEO. It was a race to the top of the list. But on the right, that's the new world of GEO. It's a totally different challenge. It's about being so authoritative, so trustworthy, that an AI literally chooses your content to help form its answer. We've gone from a race for position to a battle for inclusion.
So what is GEO officially? Well, it's really the whole strategy of making your content AI friendly. It's about making sure that a large language model can not only find your information, but that your info is structured in a way that the model can trust it, and this is the most important part, cite it as a source of truth.
Okay, so that's the what. But how do you actually do this? It sounds pretty complex, right? Well, the good news is we can break it all down into a simple, actionable three-part playbook. And here they are. These are the three pillars of any winning geo strategy. First, you've got to structure your content so machines can actually understand it. Second, you have to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, your authority. And third, you need to shift your focus from just keywords to answering the real, complex questions that people are asking these AIs. Let's start with that first one, structuring for machines. So AI models use this process. It's called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, to go out and find information. To even get on their radar, your content has to be super easy for them to parse. This means simple things like clear headings and bullet points, but also more advanced stuff like schema markup. Think of schema as a special language you add to your website's code to tell the AI exactly what your content is about. It's like creating these perfect little nuggets of information that an AI can easily grab and use. All right, next up, pillar 2, proving your authority. I mean, let's be honest. In a world that's about to be flooded with AI-generated noise, proving you're a real, trustworthy source is, well, it's everything. This is where Google's whole concept of EEAT, that's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust, becomes absolutely critical. It's the difference between some random, anonymous article on retirement savings and one written by a named, certified financial planner with all their credentials listed right there. You have to prove you're the real deal. And this is why it's no longer just a nice to have. It's not just a good practice anymore, it's a technical requirement. The AI models themselves are being actively taught to hunt for and prioritize sources that can verify their expertise. If you can't prove it, you're basically going to be invisible. And that brings us to pillar 3, answering real questions. Think about how people talk to Siri or Alexa. They use full conversational sentences. Your content needs to do the same. You're no longer targeting just best CRM. You're targeting something like, what is the best CRM for a small B2B startup with 5 sales reps that cost less than $500 a month? See the difference? A great way to do this is with content clusters. You build a main hub on a big topic, and then you create lots of smaller articles that dive deep into all the related questions. It signals to the AI that you are the expert on that whole subject. So you're doing all this work, right? But how do you know if it's working? If rank is dead, what's the new scoreboard? Well, the answer is simple, citations. Success isn't about your position anymore. It's about how often you get included and credited in that AI's answer. And there are basically 2 ways you can win here. The absolute best case scenario is a hyperlink citation. That's where the AI gives a clickable link right to your site. That's the gold standard. It drives real people to you.
But don't sleep on the unlinked brand mention. When an AI says, according to your brand, that builds massive authority and awareness, even if you don't get the click. Both are huge wins.
This means we need a whole new dashboard of metrics to track. We need to look at citation frequency. Just how often are you being mentioned? Then your share of answer for your most important topics. What's the attribution quality? Are you getting that golden link? And then AI prominence. Think about it. Being cited first is way more powerful than being the last one mentioned.
To make this more concrete, let's put a number on it. Imagine you're tracking 100 of the most important questions in your industry. If the AI mentions your brand as a source in 38 of those answers, your share of answer is 38%. That right there is your new KPI. That is how you're going to measure your dominance in this new age of AI.
Okay, I know this can all feel a little overwhelming, so let's bring it back down to earth. Let's shift from the big strategy to immediate action. What can you do, like this week, to start getting ready for this new world? Here are 2 super simple, high-impact moves you can make. First, create an AI-ready FAQ page. Just a simple page with clear questions and direct answers. AIs love that format. Second, build one structured data table. Seriously, just one. AIs are obsessed with tables for making comparisons and pulling out facts. Think about your product features, or pricing, or specs. These 2 actions alone will make your content so much more citable. And that really brings us to the final critical question you've got to ask yourself. When you look at your website, when you look at your content strategy, have you built it for the old world of ranking on a list? Or is it structured? Is it authoritative? Is it helpful enough to be cited as a source of truth in this new world of AI answers? Because in the end, that is the only thing that's going to matter.